Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we'll be doing more of the U.S. Constitution. This time we'll be looking at Article 4. Again, I'll be reading from my American Constitutional Law book with a copy of the Constitution in it. But today we are doing all of Article 4 because it's just four small sections. Article 4, Section 1. Full faith and credit shall be given to each state in the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state, and the Congress may, by general laws, prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proved, and the effect thereof. So yeah, I remember hearing of this. I think it's just the full faith and credit. Full fact. I can't type. Credit. Nope, I can't type. My fat code fingers cannot move. Essentially, it's the full faith and credit clause. Pop it open here. Wikipedia. Everything's running slow. Okay, yeah. The full faith and credit clause, which addresses the duties that states within the United States have to respect the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. Essentially, it's don't treat the records of other states as if they don't exist. You have to be aware of the other states, what they do. According to the Supreme Court, there is a difference between the credit owed to laws, i.e., legislative measures and common law, as compared to the credit owed to judgments. So, yeah, judgments are generally entitled to greater respect than laws in other states. At present, it is widely agreed that this clause of the Constitution has a minimal impact on a court's choice of law decision, provided that no state sovereignty is infringed. Although this clause of the Constitution was once interpreted to have greater impact. But yeah, means just be aware of the other rights and laws the other states have on the book. An example, it's on Wikipedia still that it's talking about in the background. A Pennsylvania court stated in 1786 that this provision in the Articles of Confederation, which uh, there was the predecessor of the U.S. Constitution, did not direct the executions might did not direct that executions might issue in one state upon the judgments given in another, but rather was chiefly intended to oblige each state to receive the records of another as full evidence of such acts and judicial proceedings. So, yeah. But that was Article 4, Section 1. Next is Article 4, Section 2, Paragraph 1. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states. So essentially, you just can't treat them differently because they're from other states. Article 4, Section 2, Paragraph 2. A person charged in any state with treason, felony, or other crime, who shall flee from justice and be found in another state, shall, on demand of the executive authority of the state from which he fled, be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime. So if they know you're in a state, they can request, please deliver us this person. Article 4, Section 2, Paragraph 3. No person held to service of labor in one state under the laws thereof, escaping to another, shall, in consequence of any law or regulation therein, be discharged from such service or labor, but shall be delivered up on claim of the party to whom such service or labor may be due. So this is talking about doing a job for someone. More or less, if they flee from one state to another, which you could almost see it as dealing with slavery. But yeah, Article 4, Section 3, Paragraph 1. New states may be admitted by the Congress into the Union, but no new state shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the jurisdiction of two or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as the Congress. So you have to remember, Constitution 17, I think we established 1785 to 88. When it was being written and reviewed and voted upon and everything. You had the original US, and I think there was like a couple of new states. So the US says, all right, this is what we're going to do. Since there's so much open territory out to the west, states are to be only admitted into the nation um, by Congress because we've got all this open land. But Um, no state shall be created just from parts of other states. We won't, unless all those states' legislatures agree, because we just don't want to pull pieces from other states. It must be an agreement. So, yeah. Article 4, Section 3, Paragraph 2. The Congress shall have the power to dispose of and make all needful rules and regulations respecting the territory or other property belonging to the United States, and nothing in this Constitution shall be so construed as to prejudice any claims of the United States or of any particular state. So, Congress, while they're still not states, Congress can make rules and regulations on the property, on the territories. But they don't want to really infringe on the claims of the U.S. or any particular state when it comes to territory itself, because the United States, there was still squabbles between them as far as borders. There's a number of states. I mean, think about Missouri. You've got this, it's almost a square state, like a rectangle almost, but then down here on the bottom, on the main tip, there's just this little piece that sticks out. It's like, really? So, yeah, I mean, there's these weird borders, and a lot of it comes from this the squabbling on how they were going to cut the land up, how they were going to divide the land. That's why as you see things get further on, right around Texas or so, the states become blockier. When you hit about Dakota down to Texas, the states become more blocky going westward. But yeah. And finally, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on application of the legislature or of the executive, when the legislature cannot be convened, against domestic violence. Basically, it's saying there is a guarantee to every state that they will be protected when, if any kind of uh, battles or wars break out in the U.S., it will protect the states and the people. And it also says a republican form of government. That's not the party. That's just saying a representative, a form of government that is representative, that can be voted upon, a bit differently than democratic. Our government is a democratic republic in that we don't directly make the laws. We vote on representatives and leaders to do things for us. But yeah. That is Article 4. Next video I'm going to do on the Constitution, we're going to go ahead and, yeah, Article 5, 6, and 7. Kind of hard to see here. Yeah, Articles 5, 6, and 7. I'll do them as one video as well, because they're just so small. And then we can start on the Bill of Rights and the other amendments of the Constitution. But yeah, that will be it for now. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. I think that's how it goes. See, my mind's blanking on me now. I'm like, is that the right way? Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite the sources. I will put any extra links in the description below the video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.